My fellow Americans, I'm an adolescent Caucasian high school student newscaster, but that is unimportant, as is the content that follows. Now we turn into our roving reporter for information on ancient Egypt. Alphonse, take it away. In ancient Egypt, the strata, or caste system for the less intellectual, that means all of you, had three main components: the ruler, which consisted of the pharaoh and his government; the religious order, which consisted of the priests and priestesses of the gods and goddesses; and the peasants, which consisted of everybody else like you. In an interview with the priest Hequenakhet, we received interesting information. Even more interesting was the fact that Hequenakhet died over 2,000 years ago, and a talking plunger was able to interview him. But that, like everything I'm saying, is irrelevant. In our interview, Hequenakhet informed us about his agrarian lifestyle. Now, you should plant Lower Egyptian barley on that watered land. Don't plant ever there. Also, Hequenakhet told us about the problems facing his home when the drought hit. I came here upriver. I had fixed your incomes well. But now, the flood has been very great. Behold, we have fixed our incomes according to the nature of the flood which one has to endure according to the names. Behold, I have reached this day together with provisioning you. As you can see, this shows that food was important to the ancient Egyptians. And now, for an eyewitness account, we turn to Hequenakhet himself.
You talk for 5 seconds.
Yeah, you can laugh for 5 seconds. All this will be cut out.
No, it should be a blooper. I just walked by and then this is like...
Surprisingly, yes, it is.
Alright, here's the part where you can't laugh. It's kind of hard to do.
Sorry.
Behold, people of the house of knowledge of green, I, the more-worthy priest Hequenakhet, have come to enlighten you. Behold, unenlightened masses of the house of knowledge of green, we grew lower Egyptian barley for our pharaoh, Tutanbani, the child of Ra. We paid tribute with the food to our glorious pharaoh, Tutanbani, the child of Ra, and in return, we used the food to fix the glorious empire's infrastructure. The food was also stored on the orders of our glorious pharaoh, Tutanbani, the child of Ra, to create a surplus of lower Egyptian barley for times of trouble. Some of the food stored on the orders of our glorious pharaoh, Tutanbani, child of Ra, was distributed to the government officials, the priests, and the peasants as wages for their service to the glorious pharaoh, Tutanbani, child of Ra. Behold, unenlightened masses of the house of knowledge of green, I, the more-worthy priest, have enlightened you. Now back to Robert, the scribe and scholar of the knowledge of the house of green.
You see that? Yeah, it's it. Oh, are we on? I'm sorry, I was just catching up on some current events. So, as our undead friend stated, food was important to the ancient Egyptians in many ways. The placement of the cities of ancient Egypt also lent a hint to their food. The Nile flooded regularly, leaving a large swath of dark, fertile soil that was called the Black Land. The ancient Egyptians planted their crops on these deposits, leading to most structures being...
Oh my god, okay!
Oh wait, I can cut that out.
Hey, everybody shut up, keep going.
I wasn't even planning on saying anything, but this
I know, but
I can cut it out. I can cut that part out.
Oh.
The ancient Egyptians planted their crops in these deposits, leading to most structures being built nearby. The rest of ancient Egypt was covered in desert, which was called the Red Land because of its color. Now for some important details about bread and the ancient Egyptians. The Egyptians placed extra significance on their bread and are considered the inventors of modern bread, by which I mean leavened bread, which means bread with yeast. Before the ancient Egyptians created leavened bread, all that people ate was unleavened bread, which did not have yeast. Somewhere around Neolithic times, the ancient Egyptians added yeast to bread and created what we call leavened bread. And now a word from our sponsor. And we're back, just in time for the general information portion. The ancient Egyptians also invented the oven to bake bread in. As most of us know, this invention has been carried over time until it becomes the oven we use today. And the Italian culture would like to thank the ancient Egyptians for making bread, which we eat constantly. Before we conclude, we would like to thank someone. Closed captioning has been provided by Tiger211 PvP. This concludes our daily news broadcast. Until next time, I'm Robert Baxter. This is the Wombo Combo News at 6, and I'm still not getting paid. And remember, that ain't Falco. Stay newsworthy, my friends.